Bellator 283 predictions and the betting breakdown. Main event is Jason Jackson versus Douglas Lima. We'll talk about the key fights on the card. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on and share the video as well. Let's jump into the first one that we're going to be talking about. It is Romero, Cotton, and Dalton Rosta. This is the featured prelim. I like the Rosta side, but I'm concerned still because Romero Cotton is a beast of a wrestler, a really good athlete, powerful ground and pound. I think Rosta has the better kickboxing of the two, which favors him there. I think he could be the physically stronger guy. Wrestling department, I think technically speaking, it probably goes Cotton, but being as physically imposing as Rosta is, I have a very hard time seeing Romero Cotton taking him to the ground, controlling him. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive bout. I think the striking is a difference maker. I think Cotton still has moments. I see it being close. I feel like we're going the full three. I'm going to pick Dalton Rosta to win a decision. I think the hands definitely a little bit better on the Rosta side. I do think Cotton's a bit more explosive though, but I gotta ride with the Hercules Dalton Rosta. Romero Cotton is the dog at plus 199. Dalton Rosta the minus 240 favorite. I don't know if I love a bet on this fight, even though I think Rosta's a solid pick. We don't have props available for this matchup, so we won't talk any just yet. But I'm going to ride with Rosta to win. I'll take him on the cards. I see it being close. It could even be 2 rounds to 1. The boxing advantage favors Rosta. I like the jab. I like the cross. Athleticism is competitive. It's a good matchup between prospect middleweights, 6-0 versus 6-0. Rosta the younger guy as well. I'm riding with them to win, but I like how Bellator is throwing 2 of their prospects against one another, and we're going to find out who's got it. Next fight of the night brings us to the main card. It's Davion Franklin versus Marcelo Golm. I'm picking the Davion Franklin side. When I watch Golm fight, I just see opportunity for somebody with real power to land. Now, Davion Franklin's still developing, but to me, the Saeed Salma win is a good one to have. Salma's a tricky guy that moves well. Golm, more that forward pressing style, does have good jiu-jitsu. I think that Franklin has the better wrestling. He's the physically stronger guy. He throws all his punches with bad intentions, and I see him landing on that Golm chin. I'm actually going to bank on Davion Franklin to sleep Marcelo Golm. I'm thinking first or second round knockout. Golm has more of that Muay Thai-esque style. He'll press forward, but his head is there to be hit. And somebody that has a reach edge, being Davion Franklin, same height, 6'3 to 6'3. I think he's going to find the chin. I think the hands are a big difference maker. I also think Franklin has the physical strength edge. I have a very hard time seeing Golm landing takedowns on Franklin. So Franklin dictating where the fight goes. I don't think he'll want to go to the ground with the solid jiu-jitsu practitioner of Golm. I think he'd prefer to stand up. I think with the striking, he's going to land shots. We've seen Golm touched up a bit, especially even against lower level comp. I'm going to see Davion Franklin by knockout, and I see it. I'm saying first or second round. I'm kind of thinking a lead hook gets the job done, but it definitely could be an overhand as well. Davion Franklin and Marcelo Golm. Where are our lines here? Do they not have the lines on this one? It doesn't make sense. But we have lines here on Tapology. So let me pull up best fight odds, as I just want to make sure we get the most accurate lines possible. Franklin is around the minus 240 favorite. Golm plus 200 as the underdog. I will just look at the prop since we got him here. Franklin to win by KO is minus 120. It's really not worth a touch. I'm riding with Franklin by knockout as the official pick. I say he sleeps Marcelo Golm, and I like the heavyweight Franklin. I mean, 5-0, developing guy, 28. Golm, ex-UFC guy. This is a good win to have for Franklin. He moves forward with a knockout. I'm riding with it. Let's go Franklin. Next fight on the card, Lorenz, Larkin, and Berkhamov. Oh, man. I feel like Lorenz Larkin is actually going to take this one. When I watch Muhammad, I see good ability. I know he's very dangerous when fights hit the mat. He's a rangy southpaw, pretty good submission skill set, good top control. Lorenz Larkin's still on a great win streak, and at welterweight, he definitely looks his best. When he fights up in middleweight, sometimes I think he looks a little lackluster. Concern is he is 35. explosive, and he's still very explosive. It's not like he's slowed down with age. I think his footwork is a problem here. I like his peppering jab, and then when he pressures inside with power punches, he definitely can hurt his opponents. I see him landing significant shots on Berkhamov. Solid kicking game with Larkin. Berkhamov, I do like the way he has his hand out and fights from range, especially out of that southpaw stance. It's not easy to close distance on him, but Lorenz Larkin, I do believe, has the explosiveness and the striking tools to find ways inside, to fend off takedowns, and to land shots. I'm going to take Larkin on a close decision, but it's definitely a difficult one to pick. Larkin is the plus 115 underdog. Berkhamov minus 136 is the favorite. We'll dive the props here. Fight goes distance, minus 150. I do believe that happens. Larkin by decisions, plus 225. I wouldn't play it. Let's see, Berkhamov by sub, plus 350. But it's unlikely you're submitting Lorenz Larkin. He doesn't get submitted. This is an extremely hard guy to put away. Lorenz Larkin's got a ton of experience. Berkhamov has a great record, 15-1, decent competition level. But I'm not overly impressed just yet. I want to see what he can do. And right now, I have to ride Lorenz Larkin for the upset. Next bout is the featured fight of the night. Usman Nurmagomedov and Chris Gonzalez. There's no way I'm picking against Usman Nurmagomedov. I mean, I don't think it would make any sense to. He's an extremely good technical kickboxer. He fights well from range. Good speed and precision. He's fast too, and he has a really good ground game. Don't doubt the man on the floor. Gonzalez, I know he's got the wrestling base, and he's definitely hard for a lot of guys to deal with. He's explosive. He's a southpaw. The last win, he knocks out Syed Awad with a high kick. It was a tremendous win, and it shows Chris Gonzalez is developing his overall game, and he's really good. But I think Usman Nurmagomedov is just superior by a vast margin. Right now at 24, he just looks like a true specimen. I think he's on his way to being a title challenger here in Bellator. How does he get it done? It's very hard for me to say he's going to finish off Gonzalez. You look, Mike Hamill by decision, Manny Muro KO, submission against Patrick Pitella. For me, I got to respect Gonzalez's durability. I think he'll be in the fight for the 3 rounds, but I think he does get outpointed on the feet, and I feel like we see takedowns land for Usman Nurmagomedov. I see him getting on top. I'm going Usman Nurmagomedov to beat Chris Gonzalez. I'm saying on the cards, I'm thinking a good amount of these fights on this Bellator card go the distance. Honestly, I hope I'm wrong for the entertainment value side, but I just feel like we're going the full 3. Usman Nurmagomedov, he's a huge favorite, minus 550. Chris Gonzalez, plus 453. Nurmagomedov to win by decision. What is that line sitting at? Plus 215. I think Gonzalez can go the full. And I think he's going all 3, getting beat on the cards. Picked apart a bit on the feet, but he'll still have moments. He's a southpaw. He's not going to be super easy to deal with. Usman will get control and maybe land a couple takedowns, but I think Gonzalez will find ways back up. I don't think he makes it easy. Team alpha male guy, good wrestling base, good athlete. Usman Nurmagomedov, just a better fighter, gets it done in the cards. Co-main event of the evening, Sidney Outlaw versus Tofiq Musayev. Musayev is like that guy coming over from Ryzen. He does have his most recent fight as a loss. Roberto de Souza submits him, but that man is a submission ace. I gotta ride Tofiq for the win. I think that he's gonna get it done. He's not easy to deal with, has a very tricky wrestling game. Decent stand-up. He does have a win over the current Bellator lightweight champ, Patricky Pitbull, in his most recent victory. It was still a while ago. What was it? 2.5 years ago, he beat Patricky Pitbull. Hasn't been a ton of activity from Tofiq, but I really do feel like he's a dangerous guy. Sidney Outlaw has a really good ground game, though, so I don't want to doubt him on the mat. He's great at controlling the back, and when he has your back, not an easy guy to shake off. He's got the long limbs, makes it difficult to deal with, kind of has that backpacking that you'll see from a Patchy Mix or from an Aljamain Sterling. But I don't think he can do that to Tofiq Musayev, who's an extremely physically strong fighter with a good wrestling game too. Stand-up is pretty decent. Pressure style, I want to see more out of Tofiq before we know really what level he's going to take it to. I know he's got the win over Patricky. We'll see how he can do. Hasn't fought in some time, but taking on Sidney Outlaw is a great test. Winner of this fight's probably fighting for the belt. I'm going to take Tofiq Musayev to win a decision over the game Sidney Outlaw, but I definitely don't think it's an easy fight. Looking at the lines, Tofiq Musayev is minus 160, Sidney Outlaw plus 139. Musayev by decision is plus 300. I don't think Musayev would be a bad money line assault either. I'm taking him to win on the cards. I say he gets it done, beating Sidney Outlaw by a decision. We'll ride Tofiq Musayev for the win. Let's jump to the main event of the evening. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to smash that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. It's Douglas Lima versus Jason Jackson. It's a real high-stakes welterweight fight. I'm actually going to pick Douglas Lima. It's interesting to note he's actually sitting at plus 159 best value as the dog. Jackson minus 175 is the favorite. Douglas Lima is the former champion. He's still extremely good. He is on a 3-fight losing streak, but I don't know if he really lost that fight against Michael Venom Page. Lost a split decision there. Maybe there'll be a trilogy bout at some point. Jason Jackson looks really well-rounded at this point. His game has really heightened. I mean, I remember him on The Ultimate Fighter, and to see him now, he's top line in Bellator. He's in great shape. He's got solid stand-up. He's got a really good jab and also a really nice lead hook, a decent wrestling game with good physical strength. I think he has the cardio to go 5 rounds without much of a problem. He's going to be forced to fight like a real game fighter in Douglas Lima. Lima has that good technical Muay Thai style. He moves well. He sticks to a game plan, chops at the legs well, power in his hands. Definitely has more power than Jason Jackson. Finishing ability favors the Lima side. Can he find the chin? You look at Lima's most recent wins. He knocked out Michael Page, and then the decision against Rory, and then you see the 3 straight losses. Lima's going longer. I feel like this fight probably has a good shot of going the full 5 rounds. We have 5 minutes on this one. I think Lima is going to take it on the cards in an extremely competitive bout. If he can stun Jason Jackson, that's going to be incredible for him. I definitely think there's a possibility that he does, but leaning towards him beating him on the scorecards, even if he does stun him. I think that Lima definitely has the more dangerous striking. Jackson, though, a very physical specimen type of fighter, and he doesn't really get tired, but Lima doesn't either. In game planning, I think Jackson has good, honestly, when you match these two up, it's an extremely competitive fight. I just have to go the Douglas Lima side because I still believe he has it. Little more pop in the hands. I think the striking could be the difference, and I don't see Jason Jackson out-wrestling Lima for 5 rounds. Looking at the lines, Douglas Lima is plus 159. Jason Jackson is minus 175. Let's look at the props real quick. Lima by decision is plus 500. I might touch that Lima by decision line at plus 500. Jackson by decision minus 150. That's crazy, the flip-flop on that one. I think Lima's going to get it done and beat Jason Jackson, and he's still in the mix. But if Jason Jackson does win, now he's in title contention without a doubt. Bellator welterweight division, Amosov at the top, Storley right behind him, then, MVP, and then you got Lima, Jason Jackson, dangerous guys in the mix. Pretty solid card for Bellator. The main looks pretty good. I'm interested in seeing this main event. We're riding with Lima for the win, upset by a decision, but definitely some super competitive fights. I hope you guys enjoyed the Bellator key fight breakdown. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't. If you're new, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on and share the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you don't have anything to say, but you just enjoy the content, drop a W in the chat to boost the algorithm. Much love, my people, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace, everybody.